anyone asks, you're a special consultant.
Let's do this.
Wait, where are you going? You're going to stay out here and observe. I'm going to handle the questioning.
You sure you want to be alone in there with a guy that could be a serial killer?
I don't care if he reaches across the table, grabs me by the throat while he's eating fava beans with a fine bottle of Chianti. You're not going in there.
Oh, come on, Nora.
No. I can't risk contaminating this case. You've already been given a lot of latitude, okay? From now on, it's by the book.
Okay. Look, I know you know Rosen from Marty's first trial.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm not going in there unarmed.
I understand, but you gotta know that this guy's probably spent the better part of his prison time planning all this.
I got it.
Hey, don't let him get in your head.
Oh. Mr. Rosen.
And here I thought things couldn't get any worse.
Well, you don't have much of imagination then, do you? Because things are about to get much, much worse. This is District Attorney Nora Hannon interrogating the suspect Zach Rosen. The date is Wednesday, April 15th, 2009. The time is 9:25 a.m. The suspect has been Mirandized at the scene and thus far has not requested legal representation.
Well, why would I need a lawyer when I have you here? Oh, wait a minute. You don't represent people. That's right.
Oh, come on. You're still hung up on that, huh?
Should I be over it now? Spending years in prison because you turned on me and Powell and Todd?
You know, most inmates use their incarceration to reflect on their crimes, atone, evolve.
It's kind of hard to be zen when you're trying to avoid becoming someone's bitch.
Yeah? Well, your odds were better than Marty Saybrook's when the three of you trapped her and raped her all those years ago. You never expressed remorse for that, did you? Never once said to Marty, gee, I wish things had turned out differently, or, gee, I'm sorry I didn't have enough of a spine to stand up to Todd and let you go before I ruined everybody's life. Or maybe you just don't think that you have anything to apologize for. That if you had to do it all again, you wouldn't change a thing. We're coming here.
Why do you keep bringing up Marty? She doesn't have anything to do with what happened last night.
Last night? Who's talking about last night? That conviction's locked with or without your confession.
So then why are we here?
On a whole different matter.
Who are these people?
You don't recognize them? These people hurt or were in a position to hurt Marty Saybrook. Two of them paid for it with their lives. One barely escaped with her life. You were the one to make them pay, weren't you, Zach?
I don't know what I miss.
You don't have
Nothing. Rosen hasn't admitted to anything.
We just have to be patient. He'll give it up.
You think I did this?
Well, you certainly had the opportunity. You've been in Landview long enough, and we've got the receipts from the motel you were staying at to prove.
All that does is put me in a city with a million other suspects.
Really? And how many of those people were former KAD members with a connection to Marty Saybrook, Look at these. KAD. You were sending us a message, weren't you, Zach?
Those letters could stand for anything. Why would I kill these people?
Well, you know, that's a very interesting question, and there are a couple schools of thought to that one. One, it's your twisted way of making up to Marty for hurting her.
Like I care.
Well, you do care. You're just not one of those people who likes to show it, so it's probably far more likely that you were released with a score to settle.
Against who?
Oh, well, who else? Todd Manning. You were released from prison.
CSI needs to talk to you.
You ran straight to Landview.
Let me know what you think.
You went straight to Manning.
Todd's my friend. Why would I want to frame him?
Todd's your friend. Why did you break into his house? I'll tell you why, Zach. Because Todd's not your friend. And he never was.
You don't think I know what you're trying to do here?
When exactly did it dawn on you that he didn't care about you? That he had never cared about you? That you were nothing more than the scum on the bottom of the shoe? When did it dawn on you that you actually bored him?
No.
Yeah, no, it must have hit you hard. I bet it hit you really, really hard. Because that's when the trouble started, wasn't it? You got mad, you got angry, and you got in trouble. And then you were sentenced to a maximum security facility and never granted parole. You had to spend every day of your sentence in that jail while Todd was out gallivanting around Landview, free as a bird, never even thinking about you. He did that to you. He never paid the way you had to pay. So the whole time you were there, you survived because you used every minute to plan out your revenge.
That is not true. I didn't kill these people.
You didn't? Well, then who did, Zach?
Maybe Todd.
You think?
How should I know? I've been locked up. All I know is it wasn't me, okay? And you will too when I'm stuck in here and another body drops.
Well, so much for that.
Well, it's just your first shot at him.
Oh, God, I didn't get anything. I got nothing. A lovely man.
Maybe there was nothing to get.
What does that mean?
Oh, I don't know. There's something about this that reeks. Rosen showing up at Manning's house, it was a reckless move. You know, this killer is methodical.
You don't think Rosen's our guy?
I don't think the revenge scenario matches up with the evidence. If Rosen wanted to frame Manning, there's a lot of things he could have done to point suspicion at him.
So what are you saying?
I think we have to consider the possibility that Rosen's actions last night were completely unrelated to the killings. And the real killer's still out there.
How did it end?
He lawyered up. He claims that he had nothing to do with these murders, and I don't have a shred of evidence to put him at the scene of any one of them.
We may have the wrong guy.
Call his public defender, set up another session.
Well, I plan to, but I can't go in there with bring nothing.
No, you'll have something. CSI found this under one of the floorboards in Rosen's motel room. The lab's testing the blood on it right now against Blair's. They're also trying to match her wounds against that blade. But the tech, he already thinks that's our weapon. So it looks like Rosen's our killer after all.